Welcome to episode 23 of the Chill Prism podcast, featuring me and you. Not you, the listener. You, Ben.
This isn't about you guys.
Also featuring you, listeners. The four of you or whatever.
All one of you. All right, so soft serve implies the existence of hard serve.
What is soft serve?
Oh, I can't even hear you
at all. What is soft serve?
Soft serve is ice cream, right?
Is it?
It better be. That's what I've been.
Is soft serve just the ice cream when it comes out of the ice cream machine?
Yeah.
So hard serve is just ice cream when it's out of your freezer, right?
Maybe that's what marble slab is.
No, that's
like
Cold
when you
Stone.
put too much Cold Stone. Yeah, maybe it's they put way too much effort into making ice cream. They make scooping ice cream hard. So that makes sense. That's hard serve.
Okay, so
We got them.
I have a question, but it involves me explaining the name of the podcast, which at this point everybody should know that our podcast Chill Prism means ice cube, right?
If you haven't figured that out, just turn off your radio.
Okay. So we said Cold Stone.
Yeah, Cold Stone.
That's not even like a oversimplification or overcomplication of a thing like our name is. It's literally just that. Like they're just describing a stone that is cold.
Yeah.
How would we break that down into a chill prism? A chill prismism is what we should call that. When we overcomplicate something for the fun of it, a chill prismism. What would the chill prismism be for Cold Stone? Or could we oversimplify it and make it a chili rock?
What is happening?
I took a nap earlier, so like, isn't this what the show is? Have I been doing a different podcast the last few episodes?
I was struggling to follow. Okay.
I make so much sense to me right now, but when I listen back to this, it's gonna be utter nonsense. I know.
You like have this air of lucidity to you. You're like, everything makes sense now. But that's like a ripple effect of my hard serve makes sense now. And I feel like you're riding a wave that wasn't even a wave in the first place.
That's literally what we do on this show.
I guess you're right.
I mean, isn't that? But also we point out that we're doing the thing that we're doing on this show. Welcome to the deconstruction episode. Today we talk about being inside a baseball or something.
This is weird. Let's go ahead and try our first brew. This one's a new brewery. Read it aloud for the ladies in the back.
Evil Twin Brewing Company. You're in the jungle, baby. I thought it said you're the jolliest, baby.
You're gonna die.
Are they even allowed to do that? Like,
Yeah, you can steal like snippets of lyrics.
cool.
Of course.
We should just title an episode the entire lyric of a song.
Yeah.
We don't have that many characters.
Your wife is the best. She just last second washed the glassware and brought it all the way over to the studio.
Let's not revisit last week.
I didn't want to talk about it, but I mean,
Oh, this is a dark one.
is it? Oh no, that's dark as like coffee.
Imperial Stout with pasilla chili, honey, tangerine peel, and cacao nips added.
I don't know what that is. It pours like tar.
Yeah, it pours like a syrup. Oh my god.
Well, this was the wrong thing to start off with. I made a mistake. That's the first time I've ever seen you do that.
Well, I got some in my nose. Oh man. Hey, people making beers, can you stop I haven't caught up yet, and it's getting weird. I used to like stouts, and now I dread a stout because the only time I have it is like after 6 other beers on this show.
That's true. It's never really put in a fair order, but that's because I supply the drinks, so I drink them in the order in which I feel like drinking them.
That's fine.
I never want to drink a stout first.
Yeah,
this was an accident.
Yeah, stouts are weird. Like they're not to be drank at a party. They're not to be drank at a bar with your friends.
What?
They're meant to be drank by yourself.
With a bear rug?
Yeah. You get a hair transplant from anywhere as long as you have like an Austin Powers chest laying naked on a bear rug in front of a fireplace. That's when you're allowed to drink stouts. At least that's... I picture somebody.
Can you add more butt hair? Is that the transplant?
No, bald butt.
Bald butt?
Bald butt. You should always have a bald butt. Austin Powers. Gorillas have bald butts.
That's true.
Why do people have hairy asses? If, like, the thing that we... So
for safety.
Let me... So we came from gorillas, right? Or monkeys, right? How? I'm confused on the hair situation. Obviously, we started wearing clothes and our bodies were like, well, we don't need this. We don't need this. Was there like a millennia where we never kept our butts covered? And so evolution was just like, they need that shit. Like, them butts are cold.
This is God stepping in saying, I'm tired of looking at these assholes.
Like, I don't understand why the hair receded to the top of your head, the skinnier nuts, and then the holier butts.
That's a fair question.
All right, I got an idea. Skin of your teeth. Explain that to me. You made it by the skin of your teeth. Well, and I didn't make it. I don't have any skin on my teeth.
Maybe
Were
your
you
gums?
cannibal or something?
I don't know. It's gross.
Is that like the film that builds up from not brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
So when you tell somebody they made it just by the skin of their teeth, you're also telling them that their breath stinks?
That the only reason they made it is because
they forgot to brush their teeth.
They make very obvious poor hygienic choices.
Well, can we do something else? You made it by the skin of your balls.
You made it by the skin of your sack. Yeah, we can do that. We can change
like it
that.
doesn't even make sense. Like,
Council, we have decided.
Yeah, we've decided. It's like that now. It doesn't make sense. I love those. I like idioms. Fucking.
Oh, does it bear? Wait,
like
we're 8 minutes in. We're fine.
Yeah, I was like, I like when somebody asks. Like, one of my favorite things is the whole dad thing. Like, dad jokes, but boil it down to just like dad sayings. Like, does a bear shit in the woods?
Yeah.
Like, just not even witty, just sassy ass comments.
Yes.
Sassy ass backs is what I would call them. And what I want to do is add my own spin to that, which I do sometimes. Like,
it's true.
Yeah. Like, to say
I haven't even tried this yet.
just try it.
Hold on. Let me get some acoustics.
Okay. God, that tastes like shithole.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I'm not. It's so gross.
Take a bigger gulp of it.
I did.
Are you drinking it out of the can?
No.
Okay. Yeah, don't drink it out of the can. They got dust all over these cans.
I got some dusty cans in my fridge too right now. It's a stout as well. So I'm not touching it.
I thought you liked stouts.
I do, but man,
you don't.
I've boiled out of stouts.
It's okay if you don't like stouts. It's not a problem.
I thought I did. I love Guinness. I love Guinness. Had Guinness recently. Guinness, don't leave me. I still love you. But fucking beer, motherfuckers, you can't even figure out how to make an IPA without making white people cringe. Why are you making darker and darker and shittier and thicker beers? Nobody wants that. Nobody has ever wanted that.
I think it would be good if you were in a situation where you wanted to get drunk, but you didn't want to eat. Like you're making the choice between eating or drinking, like for maybe financial reasons, and you don't want to feel hungry anymore. So you buy a 4-pack of these.
And you mix it with whey protein and you're
Yeah, and then you just down it.
and then you use a spoon.
That's what these are for.
Have you ever
idioms.
had beer through a straw? I'm done with idioms. We'll edge them on
Yeah.
that for a while. You ever had beer through a straw?
I have.
It's not bad.
It isn't.
Like my favorite way, sometimes I like to treat myself and pour my like a soda in a glass and just drink it through a straw. I love the bubbles. It's just
I understand that.
It enhances the flavor. I'm gonna rinse my mouth out with some Dr. Pepper.
Some questionably old Dr. Pepper.
No, I got this today.
I didn't even see you bring that in.
Yeah,
That had to have been in here before we sat
I brought it
down.
in here when you came in. You're just blind.
That's probably true. I'm very tired. I am very, very tired.
So you were late today. Does that have to do with the color of money? I was so close to saying something racist, but I backed out real quick.
You're saving Jake. That poor man has been through some shit.
Episode 11.
I thought I was going to edit it, so I didn't care. I was pretty cavalier.
Fucking Jake, you're not going to hear this probably ever because you probably, by the time this is getting edited,
you probably cut off your own arm so you can get out of editing.
Either quit or died. Like, you probably went, this is, fuck it, and just took a toaster bath. But, like, honestly, if you're still listening, Jacob, I love you.
Thank you.
He texted me and he's like, or I texted him. I was like, how's episode 11 coming? He's like, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. And I was like, wait, what? He goes, I'm starting to think you guys legitimately hate me. We deliberately did a name drop like 7 times in a row.
Yeah, and he knows under instruction and threat of death to all of us that he has to bleep those, and he's to assume that a name is to be bleeped.
Unless it's Russ or Ben.
Yeah.
It has to be bleeped. And so he's just fucking... and
like almost an entire sequence of quacks.
Yeah, it was like quack, not quack, quack, quackity, quack, 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 motherfucker, quack. Like, it was ridiculous. I'm sorry, Jake. Listeners, go back to listen to episode 11 again. 1, because it'll boost our views, and 2, because it's funny.
That
poor man.
Beautiful man. What were you talking about?
Drinking soda through a straw.
Oh, yeah. I know that there are some beers that don't smell great, and it's kind of nice to distance yourself from that and just taste the flavors. And I think that's where you do shotgun those. When was the last time you even shotgunned a beer?
Yeah, apparently never, because I didn't do it right, judging from how you shotgunned it when in that recording that's never going out.
What?
We did a recording of a gameplay of a game. And
yeah.
It was so bad.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah. And
holy
during
crap.
that, you shotgunned a beer, and it was... I was like, oh, I didn't know that's how you did that.
Were you thinking of like a beer bong or something?
No.
How do you do it? What was your method prior to learning the proper way?
Well, initially, when I was in high school, I thought shotgunning with beer was you just chug a beer.
No.
Yeah. I've never successfully shotgunned a beer. The first time I tried to do it and do it right, I didn't open the top, so I was just sucking the beer can till it was crumpled. And somebody came by me, and he's just like, and it just... It's like somebody like undeflated my lung or something.
It's like one of those rafts that when it hits the water, it inflates.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do that. You can do it with a set of keys. I usually do it with a knife. here in Oklahoma, it's almost a sin if you don't have a pocket knife within arm's reach.
Yeah.
So you just like stab it into it and then like twist it about 90 degrees.
Don't fucking ever.
And then you
If I ever
put your mouth up
see
to that.
you or anyone I know stabbing a beer can
Yeah.
with a knife,
Yeah.
I will take said knife, put it in my pocket, and then I will take the beer can and kill you with it. Treat
We're not
the
talking
knife with
Sapros.
respect.
No.
God damn.
That's why I buy the cheap crab.
I don't buy cheap knives. I receive cheap knives as gifts, and I buy expensive knives.
You
Like,
have the finest things. We're experiencing hardships right now because you have to have a set of plug-in headphones.
They're not even mine. They're my wife's. I do
You
not
choose
have.
to use like the weirdest set. All you need is like a set of earbuds.
I'm wearing earbuds right now. They were
But
free.
how many times have you struggled to find this? I feel like you overcomplicate things because you need to have the latest and the greatest.
You know, I was at my grandma's house 2 weeks ago, and I was in the shop, and I saw my metal detector. And attached to my metal detector is a pair of 1990s over-the-ear headphones.
Ooh.
Or on-the-ear headphones.
Yeah.
With the metal band over your head. and
Yeah,
all
I
that.
remember those.
I forgot to grab them. I was going to grab them and wear them last week.
That's so gross.
I know.
Like with that gross, crusty foam that
Yeah.
disintegrates onto your ear
Yeah.
and gets inside your ear canal.
Yeah.
You know, that metal detector thing makes me think of it for science. I should hide several of your belongings in the earth. Like your car key, a phone, in a plastic bag.
I'll just get a new one. I don't.
You have a $1,200 phone.
Yeah, it's
You're just gonna-
expensive. But if you put it in the ground, I'll just jump off a bridge into a bathtub full of toasters.
With a little bit of water.
Nah, no water. Head first.
Okay.
I got that metal detector for my birthday.
Oh, that was yours? I thought
Yeah.
it was your grandfather's.
No, I got it for my birthday like a few years ago. My parents got it. I'd thrown together a wish list, and it was on there as a joke, and they got it because they think they're fucking hilarious. Actually, they were just getting what was on my wish list. They didn't think I was joking. Why would you joke about putting something on your wish? Because you're a shit person. That's what.
I get it. Some people are hard to shop for. And so you create a wish list so that somebody knows with a fair bit of confidence that they're not going to fuck up when they spend their hard-earned money trying to get something for you.
And me, as a cunt, puts together a funny wish list and then gets, kind of depressed that I didn't get a car or some shit. But I got that. I legitimately wanted to use it. I used it. I don't know what anything meant on it.
Yeah.
And now it sits in the shop. I haven't touched it in like 3 years.
Oh, my goodness. Dude, there is sediment at the bottom of this. I think those are the cocoa nibs. It's like coffee
We're not
grounds.
reusing these glasses for the next one because that's fucking gross. So I have 2 extra glasses that we will be using for the next reviews.
Ugh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, no, this knife, $130 knife.
What's the manufacturer?
Actually, I don't know if it's $130. It was over $100. SOG Speclight 1.
How do you spell that? It's like S-A-A-G?
No, SOG.
Okay. I thought it was like a really fancy German or Swiss spelling.
No. It
SOG. SOG does not inspire confidence. It doesn't make me think of a well-machined piece.
it does if you know what
Of
the fuck
art.
SOG means.
I have no clue.
You ever heard of Mac V SOG?
No.
Them were hard motherfuckers.
What does that mean?
That was a CIA guerrilla force, CIA paramilitary guerrilla force in Vietnam. It was like Navy SEALs on cocaine. Well, everybody in Vietnam was on cocaine, but like it was like like the thought of a Navy SEAL and then inject it with steroids, and then make them kill people.
So just a Navy SEAL.
No, like a Navy SEAL, but they do illegal shit in secret. That's what Namakvi Sog was. Like, it was fucking war crimes. But they were hard-ass motherfuckers. That's what That's what SOG means.
It makes you think of like the Captain America villain. Remember the elevator scene?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
Crossbones?
Yeah, Crossbones. It makes you think of Crossbones.
Yeah.
Is that SOG?
I don't know. Like, it's just fucking secret. It's like CIA, but not James Bond types. Like,
Burly.
they're not military. They are not in our military. They are paramilitary. They're not private. They're not, Black Hawk or whatever. They are private contractors for the CIA. They go in and do CIA shit.
Yeah.
That's what so it's like fucking, it's literally just fucking gorillas with AKs or something.
Guerrilla fighters?
Yeah, guerrilla fighters.
You must be pretty strong if you can fight a gorilla.
This episode sucks.
This is stupid. Finish your drink.
I'm not finishing that.
Okay, you don't have to finish it, but that's only because of yesterday. Or not. Well, I guess yesterday episode.
Yeah, that was bad. We don't have.
That was
to talk
crazy.
About it. We're not.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, so the fans won't know what happened. But they'll know.
Yeah, they'll find out. That was bad.
Do we have like a pour off spot, like a waste container that we can pour these into?
We need to invest.
Let's put it in fucking show notes.
Yeah, we need to invest invest in a tote.
We need an urn. We can just pour the worst beers in an urn.
You can buy urns on Amazon for cheap. Don't ask why I know that.
If I pass away and anybody follows my wishes, I want to be put in like something funny, not expensive. Something funny, like maybe an actual shoebox. Yeah. You know what? Let's make it funny and let's do like a super rare pair of Air Jordans, so that my family still has to pay like $4,000.
I fucking hate this shoe game.
Yeah.
Jordans look so gross too. Like
some of them look dumb.
Like, I'm sorry. Because I know that's super popular.
No.
It'll make people mad.
No, it's not. Even a true shoe fan can appreciate that a shoe may not look aesthetically pleasing.
Sure, but like I don't like the hype of the fucking Jordan because I don't like basketball. So like it just...
Yeah, that's true. And I also don't like the hype of it because I can't afford them.
I miss when the shoe game was fucking Osiris skateboard shoes.
I miss when the shoe game was light up Skechers. Because nobody cared. Back when I was 2.
Shoes went fucking weird.
What do you mean?
So, like, when I was in kindergarten, everybody that was in school, kindergarten to 12th grade, like, the cool shoe at the time when I was starting school was the fucking Adidas 3-stripe white shoe, blue stripes.
Is that the one with the zipper?
Fucking what?
Is that the Adidas with the zipper on the front?
I don't know. No, it had laces.
Okay.
It had like a cap toe, plastic cap, or a rubber toe.
Kind of like
white
the
shoe.
Converse almost.
Kind of, but it wasn't a flat sole. Like it was. It was a.
It's still a sport sole.
It was a running shoe, basically. And then skateboard shoes like DCs became real cool, right?
Yeah.
And then Michael Jordan decided to make basketball shoes cool. I don't like it.
He's a cool guy.
No, he doesn't do anything anymore.
Doesn't matter.
What does he do? What's he do?
He rests on his accomplishments.
What
of
accomplishments?
Being the best basketball player
ever. All he did was beat up some Martian in space.
Yeah.
Jam.
He jammed on that fool.
I didn't ever see that
in
movie.
Space.
I've never seen that movie. I'm not gonna watch the new one.
You are in an unfortunate position to where even if you did try to go back and watch it, you couldn't appreciate it.
That's not unfortunate. That's just fine. Like, I don't care.
It's
I
sad.
don't care about basketball. It doesn't appear. It doesn't. Fuck it.
The musical majesty of a Sir Robert Kelly.
I know the song. I like the song. Song's fine. Movie's boring. No appeal to me.
You haven't seen it. You don't know that it's boring.
I've seen enough of it. It looks bad. That's
You've
for
seen
sure.
enough of it to make assumptions.
Fucking looks horrible. Never, ever, ever. The only time that you can put animated creatures and real people together and make it work was
furries.
Roger Rabbit. Well, furries,
well.
but Roger Rabbit. That fucking movie looks horrible.
We should try to join. We should try to join a group of furries in their level of their need for acceptance.
Furries are classist.
Stop.
Hot take.
Stop.
Okay.
Hang on. I need to finish this breath. So, the furry community has had this oppression against them, or at least perceived to be against them for so long, because it's weird. It's a pretty polarizing thing. So we should go into a group of furries and say, hey, we're interested in doing this. And then just like show up with like realistic fursuits, not the cartoon ones that they do that are supposedly cutesy and stuff like that. Like she'd actually just show up like a werewolf.
You get to be the ass half.
No, I would not survive.
Okay, I said furries are classist. Hold on to that for a sec. I have another thing.
Are you even down for that idea, though? Do you want to do this?
No, I don't have the money.
It's true. That would be very expensive.
In an alternate reality where animals are sentient and people are animals, like where dogs kept us as pets, right?
That'd be a good life.
Would there be a group of people that dress up in skin, like morph suits?
Probably.
And they call them skinnies?
Yeah.
Or fleshies? They call them fleshies, wouldn't they?
Ew. Yeah. Yeah, it has to have that kind of like level of grease on it.
Can you imagine a bunch of dogs in skin tight morph suits that are really try hard to look like people, but you can't make a dog look like a person, and then they're just having an orgy?
don't say that you can't make a dog look like a human being, especially with a picture of like a dog that looks like a bald Anakin Skywalker just floating around. You've seen that. I know you've seen that. That gross dog picture. They like shaved it and you can't see its ears.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
It looks like the take off my helmet. I want to see you with my own eyes.
That fucking thing is so gross.
It's probably a beautiful soul, but oh my goodness, that thing would haunt my dreams. If I woke up to take it outside,
too.
That dog does nothing for me. That breed of dog does nothing for me. I could have one that like meshes with my personality perfectly, but that dog does nothing for me. Just visually alone, like that looks like a gross dog.
Yeah, no, schnauzers are retarded. Especially like, I had schnauzers. Like, we got a schnauzer when I was in high school, and my parents have had a schnauzer ever since. It died. The original, the OG schnauz died. They got a new one. Fucking grandma got a schnauzer. That thing is literally a piece of sausage, fat piece of sausage. I drove to Missouri to pick that bitch up. Fuck. And my brother has a schnauzer. Everybody's got a fucking schnauzer. Them dogs are dumb.
I don't think that you get any dog for the appeal of intelligence.
No, not necessarily just intelligent wise. Just like like as a dog, it's just kind of a stupid dog.
Like it can't lick right. Like it tries to
They
lick
just
between
don't.
its
Like they
legs
don't
from
have
behind.
any cool stuff about them. They're ugly, but not in a like. Look at the dog. It's so fucking ugly. It's adorable. Like.
Yeah.
It's not like a cool ugly. It's just
it looks like an angry old man.
They're just not cool. Like there's nothing about them that makes you go, I like that dog.
You said a schnauzer.
Miniature schnauzer. Now
is that the same thing as a terrier, or like then a terrier?
No, miniature schnauzer. No, Google miniature schnauzer. You've seen.
I'm thinking of like the old man dogs. Like you could put a monocle on it and it wouldn't be out of place. That's what I'm thinking of.
Lady, tramp from Lady and the Tramp. That's a schnauzer, I think.
That seems a lot bigger than what I was thinking.
But that's a schnauzer, not a miniature schnauzer.
Okay, I guess every time that I think about
now
a schnauzer,
look up
it's the
Google full size schnauzer.
All right, I'm trying not to forget about the classist stuff. How do you even spell the SCHNAUZER? Yeah, this is the exact dog. It's not even a
look up
miniature
giant schnauzer.
Not small schnauzer.
No, actual giant schnauzer. It's a breed.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just bigger.
That thing looks fucking cool. Like if I were an Irish If I were an Irish mob boss,
That'd
I'd
be
have giant schnauzers instead of like fucking pit bulls or whatever, Dobermans.
their temperament. The first feature is intelligent.
Yeah, but fuck them. They're not. They're at the level of smart where you're like, okay, yeah, that's just a useless person. That's a person without thumbs. They can't do anything. They can't talk. They just know you exist on a same level as them, and they don't do anything for you.
Yeah.
You get a really dumb dog or a really smart dog. You don't want something in between.
I'm not a big fan of that type of fur. It doesn't look very petable.
It's hypoallergenic. That's why my parents got it. That's why my grandma's got it. That's why my brothers got it.
How about just don't get a dog?
How about fucking take the shot? You can get a shot.
What? You can get a shot to not be allergic to dogs?
You can get a shot to not be allergic to everything. Except for like
peanut allergy people?
I should
figure
say
it out.
everything that you're not deathly allergic to. Like you can get an allergy tolerance shot.
Okay, so for things that irritate you.
Yeah. I mean, if your throat's closing up when you're around a cat,
just
like
go
you
into
should,
anaphylaxis.
yeah, you should probably just go lick a cat. Like you,
Just
sorry, like it's nothing against you, but like,
You just
do
do
you
the
really
short
want to
straw
live a
of genetic
life where you
lottery.
can't walk down an alley, fucking black? That's the worst luck. Is when a black cat comes across you. You just go
You
in
see
a
a black
fucking-
cat with his pants
If
down,
you
turn
need
around.
an EpiPen because of animals near you, fucking dude, like, get in a bubble and stay there.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking, I can't even deal with peanut allergy. Like, if I had a peanut allergy, I'd literally slit my own throat in front of a group of people.
That'd be hard. Someone like holds you at bay with like a Snickers bar in the back, like right behind your bangs.
No,
like,
if I
give me
found
money.
out that I had a peanut allergy and somebody EpiPen me, because if my throat closes up after eating a PB&J, I'm letting that shit close. But if somebody came across me trying to be a good person, you know, I forgive you, and they stab me in the thigh, and I'm like, oh, I can breathe. First thing I'm going to do is pull my knife out and slit my throat.
You're not gonna take another bite of it.
Fuck. I may.
I would finish the sandwich
But
and try to
like,
finish me.
Can you imagine not being able to have a PB&J?
You get it at that point. It's like
fuck.
It's like the substitution jutsus in Naruto that are last second bullcrap. You just got out of dying. Finish eating the PB&J. Carry on with your life.
Yeah.
You don't waste a good shot at the EpiPen.
I don't know, man. Like, I can't do that. Like the bee allergy, I can deal with.
What do you mean?
Like it doesn't.
You were
know,
attacked
if
by
I
a
was
creature?
if I was allergic to bees and like when I get stung, I fucking oh shit, I can't breathe. Like that doesn't make me so sad. Like I could probably live my life going, yeah, I just can't be around bees. Fucking, I'll die. You gotta stab me if I get stabbed by a bee. But if I can't eat peanut butter, motherfucker, why am I here?
Yeah. I guess you're saying they do the world a favor by taking you out of the
No,
gene pool?
do yourself a favor. Get the fuck out of here. You don't want to be here. You can't have peanut butter. Fuck, man. What is there to life without peanut butter?
You need to like take your love for peanut butter back a couple notches.
Oh,
Because you have
no.
2 dogs. We're talking about furries.
Yeah, but I'm not consuming the peanut butter in that situation. They is.
You're being consumed.
That hurts me more than it hurts them psychologically because I don't get, you know what I should
They
do?
don't care.
I should turn that shit around. I should get the peanut butter in that situation.
Can I just stab you with an EpiPen now, even though you're not allergic?
You know, that's a for science.
Just stab each other with EpiPens.
Yeah, you know, slap boxing.
Yeah.
We just go back and forth, stabbing each other in the thigh with the EpiPens until one of us can't no more.
Till one of us goes home.
Until one of us goes home in an ambulance. Because for some reason the ambulance didn't take you to the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, you don't deserve a hospital. We're just going to take you home. Furries are classist, though.
What does that mean?
You're not, you poor people can't be furries.
I don't think that's true.
It is true. Buy a fucking fursuit right now.
I
Go
can't
do
afford one.
it. Exactly. You can't be a furry.
I think you can start out by drawing porn.
You're not a furry. You're just a fucking freak.
Potato, tomato, dude.
Those are two different things.
But they sound real close.
Potato's a vegetable. Tomato's a fruit.
You're.
That's why I'm joining the furry community.
Go ahead and cut this out, Jake. Cut like the last 12 seconds.
Keep it in. Fruit.
Good grief. I don't think it's a classist thing.
What's a fruit?
I think that people are... What do you mean?
What's a fruit? Fruits are weird.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that, did we?
Fruits are fucking weird.
They are weird.
You have apples, oranges, bananas, strawberries. Welcome to fruit class.
You know what's
and then
really
you got
weird?
fucking maters. Like, sweet, yum, tart. Fuck, gross, tomato. That's not even a food. Tomatoes aren't food, by the way.
What do you mean?
Tomato is a garnish. If you eat tomatoes like a regular human, or like it's a regular food, like you just go, I'm gonna have some tomatoes. Don't fucking come to my house. I don't like your kind.
You know what is crazy about fruits? Is the things that are berries.
Bananas are berries.
Bananas are berries.
Because they come in a clump. Like me.
You know what else is a
I come in
berry?
a clump.
Grapes are berries, which it makes sense.
Yeah, they come in a clump.
That makes sense.
Fucking
Tomatoes.
test me on my fruit knowledge.
Tomatoes are berries.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
It's the way that
but
they
it's true.
form. But wouldn't oranges be berries that way too?
Let's find out. I don't think so. I think it's because
Because it's got that hard shell on it, like an M&M.
you know what is not a berry?
Berry bonds.
Strawberries.
Yeah, that makes because they look like they're a berry, but if you look at it closely, those things are seeds on the outside. They're not clumps.
Yeah. Raspberries and blackberries are not berries.
Fuck you.
They're called aggregate fruits. Because
Well, then what's
it's
a
like
berry?
1,000 fruits packed in one.
The reason I thought that bananas made sense as a berry is because they fucking had if you squeeze a bunch of bananas together, it kind of look like a yellow raspberry.
I think
if you turn your heads, close your eyes, and imagine a yellow raspberry, it looks like a yellow raspberry.
like one of the little individual things on a raspberry, I think would be a berry.
That's okay.
But since it's packed and it comes off as one big group of those things.
I think that's what I always thought, that because it was in a clump, that's what it made it a berry.
No, because it is the clump.
Because I thought the real way to eat a banana was to eat the whole bunch. You eat the banana berry. Eat that dingleberry.
So nasty.
Is a dingleberry a berry?
Of course. Absolutely.
Right. Tasty.
An avocado.
That's a testicle. That is a testicle.
Your testicle and my patience.
We should introduce a segment called Is It a Testicle? Where I just mention something, you tell me whether it's a testicle or not. And you have to explain why it is or is not a testicle. Avocados are testicles because fucking look at them.
I think that's exactly like... It's my understanding loosely that might be the translation of avocado.
So when you say, I got hit in the balls, you should say, my fucking white people food.
What?
My fucking toast spread. My thing that only white chicks eat when they're pretending that they're cool.
Who actually likes avocado toast?
Fucking.
Have you tried it?
It's okay, but it's not French toast.
Yeah, it's not.
If you go around saying that you like avocado toast, check your stuff, man. Like, figure out.
Be honest with yourself.
Yeah, no, don't even be honest. Be honest. Like, be honest with yourself. Like, but first of all, like, fucking think about what you're doing to yourself.
What does that mean?
By saying that you like avocado toast, that's like saying fucking I like. I don't know. I forgot. I think it's stupid. You should like French toast. You should like fucking peanut butter toast. You know what I would do? We had a toaster oven. I would get a bunch of peanut butter and a bunch of cinnamon sugar and then I'd put it in the toaster oven. I'm not saying
That sounds good.
I'm not saying like cinnamon toast, like, you know, you got a little bit of sprinkle of cinnamon sugar. I mean, like, I caked a layer of cinnamon sugar. So when it came out, it was a crystallized cinnamon sugar, melted peanut butter, and toasted bread.
That sounds really good.
It
It also makes me really question why your waistline is what it is.
Well, like, today I didn't eat anything until I came home and ate a piece of pizza.
That's fair.
2 pieces and a garlic nut. I just, like, I don't eat. I, like, asked my wife last week, I'm like, do I have a eating disorder? She goes, no, I just think you're stupid. Like, my procrastination has gone to my eating, where I just, like, forget. I'm like, fuck, I could do it later. And then I'm like, I'm hungry, but I can't eat right now because I'm in the middle of work. I'm not on break yet.
Yeah.
And then I get to break. I'm like, I'm fine right now. Like, it's not because I think I'm fat.
Yeah. I don't think it...
I would love to gain some fucking weight.
Like, when you were fat, you didn't even think you were fat.
When I was fat, I didn't know it. I'm fucking mad at y'all for not telling me enough.
No, so what do you mean enough?
Yeah, no, I had a coworker that told me every day,
Yeah,
hey, you're fat. To my face. He didn't go, he wasn't like saying it like a joke. He goes, man, you're getting fat like every day. Hey, man, you look fatter. Good morning, fatty. Hey, what's up, fat soul? Jesus Christ, lose some weight. Like, that's what he'd say every morning. And I go, you're fucking with me. And I saw a picture and I go, Jesus, why didn't you guys tell me? He's like, we fucking did. You're just dumb.
Oh, man. You should have done it like me and just, like, showed up after Rona. Really fat. Really fat. That's the way to do it. You have, like, some semblance of an excuse.
That's when I came back fat. I started getting fat after Rona.
No way.
Yeah. That picture is from July.
What?
Yeah, that's after we came back.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
So you were super bored.
I was playing Subnautica for like 20 hours a day.
That's incredible.
Not really. The whole entire time that I played, I got up to 20 hours. But in a 6-week span, 20 hours means I didn't do shit for a long time.
I don't think that's what it means.
And I also didn't just play that game. That was just the game I played the most.
Okay.
I played Witcher. I played Halo.
I think we need to get you a company-funded Switch.
So I can play at work?
Yeah.
I have like
for non-company purposes.
I have like a 3-month trial on Stadia, like Google's game streaming platform.
Yes.
And I have the Xbox controller where it's Bluetooth. You hook up with your phone. I have Hitman on my phone now. It's just a demo, but it works pretty fucking well, and it's making me sad. Like, I do not want to turn into the guy that's in the break room playing video games on his phone. I already play solitaire on my phone too much.
That's such a dumb game to be playing too.
Solitaire? That game's fucking addicting.
How?
I don't know.
That's one of the least stimulating games.
I have this app
like
that's got like a
Stratego.
million different versions of solitaire, right? And the one that I would every time I play. What did she say?
What?
Oh shit! Doge is hitting 8
What?
cents. Dogecoin just hit 8 cents.
Dang.
Look who sent me that.
Nice.
I didn't want that to happen, Brandon.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to friend her on Facebook because I knew eventually it would turn into that. That is the first non-related work message that I've gotten from this person. I'm not happy. Well, okay, so solitaire. We'll go back to that. This game that I'm playing on solitaire, it's called 6x6. And but till I found this version of solitaire, I would every time I'd open a new game of solitaire, I'd do a different one. Since I found 6x6, I've only played that. I'm down to my high score. You measure it in like how quickly you can solve it, right?
Right.
2 minutes, 8 seconds.
Damn.
I can't beat it. I can barely get down to the 259 at this point.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's pretty satisfying when you actually beat something that has some level of challenge.
Like, my new strategy for playing that game is if I have to think for more than a second, I pause it and start a new game. I don't even waste the time because I only got 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah, and you just want to move.
Yeah, so I want to get as many games as I can so I can beat that 208.
I get that.
But it's not. It's like I'm super addicted to that game. Like I'm playing it nonstop. Like when I went to go take my nap, I fell asleep playing that game.
Dude, I know that exact feeling. So for my birthday, listeners, just passed, my girlfriend, she knows me so well, she had gotten me a set of puzzles, like physical puzzles, not like the pieces that
Jigsaw
you put
puzzles?
together. No, not a jigsaw puzzle. They're like entwined pieces of metal.
Oh, I love those.
And so she got me like 2 different bags of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got me some wooden puzzles and some rope puzzles.
I like that shit.
She like went to go to the bathroom to go pee, and I just got it. I like tore it open, and like my goal was to beat them all. I think I have 12 of them, and I solved all of them except for the last one as she was walking out of the bathroom when she got done peeing. I was so mad at myself. It's such a satisfying thing to be able to beat something that's like a legitimate challenge with some form of ease. I think that's like the only thing that my brain is naturally inclined toward. Everything else is gonna have to be a struggle for me.
I gotta write something down real quick.
What?
So I can... That's hilarious. I love puzzles, and I have a story about puzzles. And hold on, let me find it. One time I went to Hobby Lobby. You're talking about those puzzles. They... my wife's an art student, so we go there quite often. And we went to the store, and we were looking around. My wife's looking at. I fucking wherever we go, I'm just like going up and down the aisles, and then I buy a bunch of paracord. But I go up and down the aisles, and I just play with shit.
Yeah,
and I was
course.
in like the toy section,
like the model cars.
Yeah,
yes.
They at the end of an aisle was these little box things that you had to like solve a puzzle to be able to slide the thing open.
Yes.
I just broke one. It was like made of almost not wood,
like balsa wood.
Yeah,
like some
and like I
styrofoam
just
type.
tried to push something that apparently it looked like it was supposed to be pushed. It wasn't, and it just went. And I was like, "Cool, that's going back on the shelf." And I just walked away.
Speed walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't here, and I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I love that stuff. There's this guy on YouTube. He's like a magician, and he I can't remember what his name is now. Something Ramsey, and he does like a weekly,
Dave Ramsey, the financial wizard.
No, something else. He does like a weekly puzzle box. That's like some company will send him like this huge fucking crazy impossible puzzle box, and he does a whole takedown of it. It's cool.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I think I'd seen one of his videos, and I had to like stop. I had to like hide his videos because that would ruin so many things for me.
Yeah,
I get such a sincere amount of enjoyment from those puzzles that when they give the solutions, it breaks my heart. There was one that looked really cool. It was
these puzzles are one of a kind. Like he gets sent ones that like
that was made by a specific puzzle maker that there's only one of.
Yeah, or like it's a series of like 6, and he gets number 3, and they're all the same, or like all 6 of them are the same, but you're never going to be able to buy one. Like they're a $30,000 puzzle that he gets sent. He's got to send them back. Like,
so he gets access to them for a period of time.
A lot of them.
Yeah,
some of them are like he finds them online. They're crazy ones, but they're not ones that you're going to go out and buy on Amazon. They're expensive. They're like at the
$40.
cheapest, you're looking at like $100 for this fucking box. And it's like, no, you can buy the little twisty guys at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, but I like those quite a bit. I think that's going to be one of my old man splurges later on when I have a study.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to have a series of those.
You should do the ship in a bottle.
Is it a puzzle I can purchase?
It's not a puzzle. You build
one?
Yeah, build one
Pass.
of them ships in a bottle.
Hard pass. The amount of frustration that I experience when I'm trying to build things right now.
What you do,
can't handle it.
What I see how this hobby would progress, it would start with you get a ship that you're supposed to put together in one of them glass bottles.
Yeah.
It explodes in your hands. And then you put it in clear enamel and you turn it into art. And you make coffee tables with busted ship in a bottles that are just layered in this
In epoxy resin?
Epoxy resin.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. Now I
want
quit
that.
my job and
I would make those.
all right, this is 10%.
We have to share that one though.
Yeah, okay.
That one's a
Camo
splitter.
Silver Ice 16 high gravity XXXXX is what it's called.
Read that on the side.
Ice brewed for extra smooth taste.
How smooth is it going to be? Guesses 1 to 10. 10 being smooth as my ass cheeks.
Smooth as ass cheeks.
I think it's going to be a 4.
Oh, that's so depressing.
What? The pull tab literally folded underneath the pop cap portion.
I hate when that happens.
That's so rare.
So you have to like risk your thumb.
Did you finger it?
Oh, I just tipped my thumb.
It's got a lot of head.
It's more head than I'll ever get. Unless I learn to self it.
What's keeping that from happening?
Free time. Because once I hit because I know how to do it. Shall we get? I'm not gonna.
You've already said it. I think you brought it up once in the cast.
In the show, you walk it down, but like.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you like. Sorry, listener. I've never tried it, but
don't lie to me. Don't lie to
I've never tried it. Legitimately, I've never tried this technique. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I've done the thing that every fucking middle school boy does and just go, I can't reach. But there's this guy who internet guy that I like to watch, listen to, whatever. On his podcast, he was talking about that he learned how to do it on a whim, and he goes, it's more like sucking a dick than it is like getting your dick sucked. But apparently the way you do it, the way you train your body, is not cut your ribs out. It's you lay on your back in your bed, and then you kind of like, you know how to candlestick when I say that? Do you know what that means?
Is that like a wrestling move or something?
No, it's it's a weird pose that you basically balancing on your shoulders and your neck like this. Imagine me on my back right now. And my neck's like this. My legs are where my arms are.
Oh, it's like a handstand, except you're doing it on your shoulders and the base of your neck.
Well, then you just kind of curl your feet till they're on the wall. And then you basically walk your dick toward your mouth.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I imagine you can't do it if you're fat. Like, I imagine that's just like you can't. It's not going to work. But,
could you imagine your gut slapping you in the face?
Well, I feel like you'd cut off the circulation to like everything, and you'd just fucking die laying like that. Like, I'd rather be found doing the Texas two-step than trying to self-suck. You know what Texas two-step is, right?
I have no clue.
It's autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh,
When
okay.
you die.
Okay.
Do you know what autoerotic asphyxiation is? It's when you choke yourself out while you're masturbating.
Thanks.
Do girls do that?
I'm sure there has to be some equivalent. No, they're smarter than that.
Yeah,
They're
dudes
just
are
smarter
fucking
than that.
retarded. Fucking
They want their wiener to be rubbed just right, and they'll do a lot of weird things to do that.
Especially like fucking primates, the amount of videos on YouTube that are just chimpanzees masturbating in front of children at the zoo is absolutely ridiculous. You don't talk about toxic masculinity. We need to go talk to them chimps.
No.
They're just playing like fucking. There's this one video. He's not even
Louis C.K.
Yeah. And it's not even like there's this video I saw.
I love
somebody
Louis C.K.
sent me. There's this chimp. He's not even jerking it. He just grabs on his dick and he's like pulling it. And I'm like, that thing's stretchy. Like, it's like, how are you enjoying that? You're just playing at this point. Like, you've shaken it more than twice.
There's no goal here.
Shake it once, that's okay. What is it? Shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice, that's okay. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself. There's a Sum 41 song.
Is that actually a song?
I think that's in Fat Lip.
Wow.
I think it's either in that song specifically, or it's in a Blink-182 song.
Smooth.
I'm gonna look it up now.
Smooth as this beer.
Smooth
claims
as
to be.
ass cheeks. Shake it once. That's fine. Oh, it's it's in The Anthem by Good Charlotte.
Wow.
Fucking Good Charlotte, go get them. I love Good Charlotte.
I haven't listened to them. I became aware of their
You
music in
fucking-
middle school.
What's this song called? I Don't Want to Be in Love. On the phone. Everybody. You know
What's
that
happening?
song?
No. Okay,
Dude.
I should have listened to fucking Gerard Way's band so long
My
ago.
Chemical Romance?
Yeah, I should have
Fucking-
listened to them like
No,
a lot
you shouldn't
earlier.
have. They have one good song and everybody
They have
like
like 4 good songs.
masturbates to them.
No,
Welcome to Black Parade is the only good song.
I don't even like that one that much.
That's the only one that's good.
The
Quality.
Ghost of You is so much better.
What?
Ghost of You.
Yeah, I see. I'm not retarded, so I don't even know what that is.
Well, I didn't know until
Cancer's a good
last year.
song, but it's not good by them. It's good by 21 Pilots.
They have a song called Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
How smooth is it? What did
It's not smooth. It's not bad, but it's super sweet
Oh no.
in a beer taste.
I hate that.
It's not sweet in like the strawberry flavor type. It's sweet like, ooh, this is real thick macro brew.
Oh no. All right. I'm jumping in.
It tastes like a 10% Budweiser. It's not good.
It's really not good. It's like
What's
if somebody dumped syrup into my beer when I wasn't looking,
yeah, and not
like they thought they were being
not
funny, like Super Troopers,
not pancake syrup, like corn syrup.
yep, kerneled syrup, yep, that exact one.
That's gross.
This is 2 for 2.
Man, you fucking up.
I don't know if we can save this one. Can you slam the 8 ounces?
Slam it? No, but I will finish it. Or I could pour it
Promise.
into my other glass.
Because we're like 58 minutes in.
Oh boy,
Is this gonna be a long episode?
my wife's gonna kill you.
Probably. I deserve it. Except I wish she was buffer, because I don't want to like be awake through all of it. I just want it to be like 2 hits and then
That's
I'm
as
gone.
far as I'm going.
Yep.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
We're sacrificing the leftovers that we just refuse to drink because we don't
No,
have
you
to
should-
drink it. Turns out
Yeah.
it's just a self-imposed rule that I always just had.
When we get a studio, and my wife inevitably
We have
leaves
a
me-
studio.
No, like a real big studio, like a Joe Rogan studio, not someplace we rent, someplace we own. Like when we put a studio in the house that I buy or some shit.
Yeah.
Like when I own a shit, and my wife inevitably leaves me because I'm an idiot. We're gonna do this thing that we're gonna have a waste bin, but at the end of the episode, the person who performs the worst in that episode has to drink out of it.
Just like one solid gulp.
Yeah.
Can we at least have our own individual waste buckets
Nope.
so the backwash doesn't get
No,
factored in?
fucking, we'll start drinking through straws or something.
I don't want to do that. I want to give beer like a fair shake.
We don't give it a fair shake anyway.
Yeah, by the time we drink it, it's warm most of the time.
We got handed these glasses, and they were warm
Yeah, the glasses themselves were warm.
because they had just gotten cleaned. This is just a okay pills. We've had this one before.
Yeah, this one's safe. This one's safe. You know, I feel like we've not gotten anywhere close to the topic I wanted to talk about.
You had a topic
Yeah.
like that you put like a cream that you put on your body, topical?
Yeah.
Is it for your herpes? No, it doesn't go away. Herpes is for life.
Like my love for the children.
Just like Crips and Bloods. Bloods is life. Ball is life. Shrek is life.
These things are dumb.
You know, listeners, if you didn't enjoy this episode, what you need to do is look up Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life on YouTube and just watch that because it's more entertaining.
Yeah, this one was weird.
This is bad.
This is a bad episode.
This is the title of the episode. This is bad.
Was 23 Michael Jordan's number as well?
What?
23. Chicago Bulls.
I'm 23. I'll be 24 next week.
So everything that's 23 is shitty? Is that what you're saying?
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
23 sucks. We're just going to call this?
Yeah.
The Jordan fans are going to...
Fuck. No, it's going to be titled, Fuck You, Michael Jordan. We're meaning that, like, we hate the number 23, but we're just saying, we're fuck you, Michael Jordan, because I don't like Michael Jordan, because I don't like basketball, so I just don't like Scottie Pippen. Fucking.
So,
you know, I nicknamed my penis Larry Bird.
Why?
Because Larry Bird's nickname is the Legend.
Oh. I thought you were going to say it turned out to be a disappointment or something.
No, he's white and he's the Legend. He's still got the nickname of the Legend, and he was performing with a big black guy.
You look like you would have a bruised penis.
Bruised penis. I've never had a bruised penis. I've had a very sore penis.
Penis sores?
Yeah, like, you know, like it's fucking... You ever skinned your knee? Don't buy cheap condoms. Like,
you know what's really gross? Someone had made a joke about lambskin condoms.
Those are expensive.
They are expensive, and I tried it out. It was like, this is cool. It's a little weird. I don't want to think about it too much. But it actually started to smell a little bit like food.
Oh, God.
So fucking gross.
I
had like 2 more inside that box, and I gave them away immediately after the first use.
Condoms suck, dude.
They're the worst.
Condoms suck. They smell like balloons.
Not even in a cool way.
And nobody wants to smell like a clown when they fucking.
You start like a honk sound.
Let's face it, you already look like a clown.
I do. I'm sure I do. The amount of sweat that's dripped off of me.
You know the scene in American Psycho. Have you ever seen American Psycho?
I know the scene you're talking about.
Where he's like fucking this chick and then he looks over in the mirror and he flexes and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, if I know I say I slip my, in a lot of situations I'd slip my throat, but like if I'm ever having sex and I see myself in the mirror, I know my first reaction is to take a fucking bath with a toaster. Like, there's no way I want to see my fucking pudgy white ass.
Hair like sweat matted to your face.
Oh my God.
That's gotta be one of the least flattering.
I probably look like I'm a pregnant horse. And I'm not hung like a horse. I just have the fucking tummy of a mare. And I'm just, fuck no, man. I will forever look like a teenager having it his first time, I think.
I feel like I look like I'm a 40-something-year-old dude. Like a 42-year-old man. Like, my face doesn't look necessarily like an old man's face, but the beard, I think if you catch me from the side, like my chest hair and everything glistening in the summer night, I think I could get like the...
Being like a lighter shade of black skin, you know?
Yeah.
With age, a lot of black men, their skin becomes lighter. So yeah, you do kind of look like... Does it not? Am I being racist?
I don't know. I haven't actually observed.
Black people get darker with age or lighter with age.
Huh.
Do you put them out?
You mean like people? Just in general?
No, like white people get whiter. But do black people get lighter? Is what I'm asking. You're trying to, desensitize the situation. It's pretty sensitive.
No, I just genuinely don't know.
I think they get lighter. I think they get more moly.
Yeah.
Or black people with moles, when they're older, you can see their moles a lot more.
I think you're literally just describing Morgan Freeman.
Fucking Morgan Freeman is an ugly motherfucker.
The beautiful voice.
He needs to get a hold of a fingernail clipper and get them things off his face, man. You know, if I had a skin tag like that, I would get laser surgery. I could be homeless. If I had a face like that, man, he's lucky he's famous.
Are you saying you would like sharpen some hairdresser shears? Or
I would get a straight razor,
just lop it
and shave my face. I had a skin tag one time. Have you ever had a skin tag?
No.
It looks like a berry. Just come off your skin. I don't know what causes them.
Well, I think it's like cellular overgrowth.
Yeah, I had one on my shoulder right here.
Oh,
it was weird. I just pulled it off.
That's metal AF.
It wasn't like I was trying to be cool. Like I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I thought you just like grabbed it and you're like, "No."
No, I was like, "Oh Jesus."
You thought it was a spider for a split
Why
second?
do old people get skin tags more than young people?
Their skin has replicated a lot more than
But their
younger.
skin's like dead. Like
That's
isn't
not true.
Isn't age your cells your cells stop regenerating as quickly? Isn't that how age works?
I think that any cell, and I'm not a geneticist, so I don't know
Like
how
a
this
terrorist
works.
cell.
Your cells have a chance to mutate, and not in a cool like X-Men. You have claws now way, in a way that they just start forming masses.
Yeah, that'd be funny if like your cells do mutate more with age because the defense against mutation gets less and less when you get older. I do actually know this. And,
okay.
But that'd be fucking hilarious that if like you know, because in the X-Men universe,
you're like born in X-Men.
You get your shit when you go through puberty, right?
I didn't know that.
Well, usually they find out they have powers when they like are also
okay.
getting
Yeah.
What if like it went like real mutations? Where, like you hit 60 and then you start fucking pissing lasers. And it's like it burns, but it's not gonorrhea.
I would love to see like me like really old using a walker and all of a sudden like accidentally fly like into the side of a building.
Imagine if all the X-Men were fucking
geriatric.
Can't fucking drive. Can't fucking like the reason
my glaucoma.
Like the reason that they hate X-Men in the comic books is just because they're old boomers. It's like it's not
because they won't die.
It's not
and they're
because
like
they're different. It's because they're fucking annoying and they ruin this planet. It's like get off the road.
They have strong opinions and they also have the powers to back them up and enforce them.
That's
like
great.
You imagine like every elderly person with like an immortal healing factor, except they don't get any of the benefits of like being able to still run and jump and do cool things.
It's like Old Man
but they
Logan.
just can always vote their opinions.
Well, imagine what the Old Man Logan comic book would be like if he didn't get his powers till he was like 55. He's like
and instead of his mask having those two like black things, it's just his hairline.
Like the Wolverine that we see in the comic books is regular Wolverine. He's like 70, and then Old Man Logan, he's just bones.
He's not even strong.
He's in a wheelchair.
He just always regenerates to that state.
He's in a wheelchair. His fucking legs are just dragging underneath the wheelchair. Like,
could you imagine? Like his legs don't work, and then they try to do the reconstructive surgery to like rebuild his legs and give him mobility back, and then it heals and reverts back to before the surgery.
Like imagine being 55 for like 150 years.
That'd be the worst.
That'd be the fucking worst.
Oh boy.
Fuck, man. Old people have AIDS too.
What does that mean?
Like the amount of like diseases in nursing homes, not COVID, like fucking.
You're talking about sexually transmitted
like
diseases.
STDs, man. They just fucking.
Yeah, dude. What else are you gonna do, man? You're just hanging out.
Literally, man.
Every day's your lazy Sunday.
Hanging out.
Yeah. Every day is lazy Sunday.
Yeah, they don't even observe the Sabbath. They're fucking every day. I can't. When I'm 55 years old, I ain't gonna find any other 50, 100. 55. Okay, there's. You got gilfs, but like if you at like 80, you know, you're not gonna go that other 80-year-old who's the opposite sex of me is attractive. You're gonna go, she's a sack of shit, just like I see every 80-year-old woman. Like, oh, that's a bag of gross.
Agnes played the fuck out of bridge last week. I'm gonna break a piece off
like
that.
do your taste in people in like sexual attractions change where it's not physical? Because
I think they
look
mature.
at a 90-year-old woman and go, oh, I'd like to get in that.
Well, I think there is like a change that we can't be aware of right now because we're so young. Because there are people who just aren't attracted to 14-year-olds. And when I was 14, I was attracted to 14-year-olds.
Fucking pedophile.
I mean, I was 14, so
is it like
I think you're what you're looking
when you're
for
that
changes.
old, you're just attracted to somebody who has a little bit of fucking energy and isn't just like, I'm old. Like, you're just attracted to anybody who's that age who's like, who can walk.
I think it's who gives you the attention. I think it's an acceptance
we don't give
thing.
old people enough attention because if we give them attention, they'd be fucking us.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's it. They're attracted to getting attention. That's why we don't talk to old people. You go, okay, boomer. Don't fuck me. I know you got that AIDS.
God, this is a trash episode. We're gonna have to delete all of this.
We had my great grandma when she was in a nursing home before she died. Not the one that recently died in a nursing home, the one that died in middle school. She was in a nursing home, and I found out a couple years ago, like she had like multiple boyfriends in the last few years of her life, like multiple, and I'm not talking at different times. They were all at the same time,
and they all knew about each other,
all in the same building, and they all knew about each other. They were just trying to get a piece. But
no shame in their
like,
game.
This lady drove, like, as an adult, a regular adult, a young adult would drive with her feet out the window. Like, she was a crazy risk taker. Fuck, man. I don't want to know what happened.
Those feet stayed that high. Oh, that's inappropriate.
That's all right. She gone.
She's gonna, like, if I even get a chance in heaven, she's gonna vouch for me to make it to heaven so that she can beat the shit out of me.
No, she probably like that. Like, she loved making them jokes. She's a crazy broad. Crazy. She would, dude, like, and she was married. Like, my grandpa's dad, before he died, I never knew him. I knew my grandpa's stepdad. She was married after his dad died. But
okay, yeah,
his dad jumped off a roof one time and beat his ass.
Oh my god,
because he was mouthing off. So
that's
his
incredible.
Dad's re-roofing this house, and grandpa's down, 13-year-old kid just mouthing off to his dad. His dad fucking
fuck the ladder.
6'7", I think, was how tall this motherfucker was. He had fucking sledgehammers for fists, and he didn't have hands. He just had fucking fists, that type of dude. And his fucking wrists were down to his knees. I mean, this guy was a monkey with no hair. And he just fucking leaped off superhero landing, beat my grandpa's ass.
And then scaled the wall
and then
to finish
got back
the house.
up and finished his fucking job.
Yes, I love that so much.
This guy was, and he worked for the city of El Reno. And my grandpa, to his death, was so fucking, like, pissed about this. He had this old Tonka dump truck and, like, backhoe set, like, toys,
Yeah.
And he left him out. His dad told him, stop leaving his toys out, kept leaving him out. He left him out in the street. Well, his dad happened to be paving that street the next day. So my grandpa's Tonka toys are in El Reno right now.
Buried in the fucking street.
Underneath a bunch of concrete.
Oh my goodness.
Savage. You do that to your kid now, you go to jail or something.
Probably.
I want to jump off a roof and beat my kid.
I can almost guarantee it's going to happen.
Yeah, but I'll be in prison.
Not if you do it right.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't leave any marks.
That's awful.
Gotta use a newspaper.
No, I'm not doing that.
On
It's gonna
on
be.
the soft spots.
It's gonna start off with a ruler. I'm gonna use a ruler.
You're gonna start with a ruler? Damn.
Start with a ruler.
You're gonna not even use an open hand. You're just gonna beat the shit out of your kid with a ruler?
With a ruler.
I'm gonna use
The ruler will turn into a yardstick.
edge of the yardstick like a samurai sword. You do that
Redneck
thing where you
katana.
like unsheath it and then sheath it real quick, and your kid just falls in half. Dad, you're an asshole. You just
Yeah. and I'm not entirely sure where it's gonna go beyond that. I know belt is.
fisticuffs.
If my son thinks that he can beat my ass,
No, you wait till
with
it's
no
18,
consequence.
you wait till that kid's 18 so it's a misdemeanor, and you just beat him within an inch of it. No, you can't, because then that's a aggravated assault. You give him one every day until he moves out of your house. One good fucking sock to the face. That's a misdemeanor.
I'm not hitting my son in the face or daughter in the face. No time for that. I think I'll probably cool it around 14.
No, that's when you ramp it up. That's when you start wrestling that motherfucker. That's when you go to Forge Jiu-Jitsu here in Edmond, Oklahoma. Please be a sponsor. And you train yourself up and you wrestle his ass down.
No, I already took care of the training part.
Yeah,
like that's not an issue.
You can rain sticks and stuff.
I don't do taekwondo.
Oh, it's karate. What is it? Bushido?
That's just
The samurai
that's just a
code?
law. That's just a set of rules.
What, you know, bonsai trees or something? What do you do? What are you a black belt in?
Just karate.
Like SpongeBob?
No.
So Sandy will whoop your ass?
She can try, I guess. I guess anyone's welcome to try. But I have firearms.
Is that what it elevates to? It's ruler, yardstick, Glock 19? You just wing him?
I mean, Smith & Wesson M&P.
I told you to finish your dinner. You just shoot him in the shoulder. Blanks, of course.
Blanks are what took out Brandon Lee.
You
We
just
can't
wait-
afford that.
You just wait till your daddy gets home. He's going to shoot you.
This one might be a blank.
Every punishment is Russian roulette.
Except with just a handgun. There's like one bullet
you
inside
get a revolver, and then you fucking get somebody to play like a fucking harpsichord, you know? And so like you know, everything's fine, you know, regular American dinner. But kid doesn't finish his Brussels sprouts in the cut scenes, and you're just sitting in a dark room with like Italian mob
just
music
illuminated
playing.
eyes.
Yeah, and
sitting
you're just you and him are playing Russian roulette, and that's his punishment for not finishing his Brussels sprouts.
I would like knowingly
what he
stare.
never finds out is the gun wasn't loaded, but he'll never forget that situation. He'll eat them sprouts. You go, my dad tried to kill me. Well, he tried to make me kill me. Like, that's the best. Don't spank your kids. Just fake shoot them.
Yeah, you know what I would do? I would put it in this order. I'd put the revolver, then my skull, then his skull also in line. And then scream as I pull the trigger. And make him hear the click.
This is what you do when you don't eat
When you
Brussels
love
sprouts.
your son.
Yeah. It's like Abraham killing his kid.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, God's like, hey, I need you to go stab your kid. Fucking Kali Ma, that motherfucker, and we'll be good. And so he's like, well, all right. They go up the mountain. He's like, kid, we're going to go hiking.
He didn't even tell him?
No.
Does that count as deception? Does it count as a lie?
No. I'm pretty sure God told him not to tell him. He said,
Cool.
It's okay. Let me start over. I'm going to tell this story. So God's like, hey, Abraham. So from now on, what I want, I'm just going to, Abraham, hear me out right now. I want you to take Isaac, your only kid.
Your favorite.
It was your only,
cool.
No, it was his only kid.
Okay, so his only lineage, which back then was a pretty big deal, right?
Especially since his wife was actually barren and Isaac was an actual miracle.
So he was the only chance at a son he was going to have.
So he's like, Abraham, I want you to take this thing that's never going to happen again. I want you to bring him up the mountain, and stab him and light him on fire. Abraham's like, all right. In the Bible, it's like he doesn't go, well, fuck, man, I don't know if I can do that, but I'll do it. He goes, okay, I'll do that. Hey, Isaac, we're going to go hiking. They go up this mountain. Isaac's retarded. Like, the fact that he lays Isaac down and Isaac's just laying there like...
He played the Russian roulette game with his son.
Yeah, well, no,
Isaac understands it because Abraham, like, screamed and pulled the trigger for both of them.
No, Isaac got to the point where he's fucking laying down, tied up on a fucking platform, and he's like, hey, Dad, is this camping? Like, what's going on? Like,
I think you did not wrong.
You think when your dad pulls out the rope, you're like, okay, well, what are we doing? And he's just like, okay, all right. We're just playing games? Okay. And so Abraham gets to the point of stabbing his kid in the chest, and you hear, and guy's like, hold up. You hear that shit?
I just fooled.
Stab Dad. I was just kidding. Just you know what? You were gonna do it. That's what counts. From now on, I want you to find a baby sheep, steal it from its mother, and stab it and burn it. He's like, well, that's better than killing my son. Thanks, God. And Isaac had to live with that shit for the rest of his life.
Dude, he never
he ate his Brussels sprouts.
He never had a fulfilling relationship from that point on. Every girlfriend, when they said that they loved him, he's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, my dad loved me.
Still ready to beat your ass in a moment's notice.
Yeah, you still... Because, like, how conflicting is that? Like, you're about to get... Your dad's ready to kill you, right? So you know that your dad is, like, on a whim. He's like, I'm going to kill my kid, right? But you're also not good enough to be a sacrifice to God, too. Like, a sheep is better than you.
Oh, no.
Like, a dirty, fluffy sheep is better than you as a fucking sacrifice to the thing that created you. Like, you're not good enough. God chose a sheep at the last minute. He's like, wait, I found something better. So, like, no one, like, fucking, yeah, I would be fucked up too.
Yeah.
And, you know, Isaac made a decision that, no, that's right. Abraham had 2 kids. He had Isaac, and then he had fucking, we don't talk about that shit because it was his slave's kid.
Oh, well.
I can't remember what his name is now, but that's where, like, Abraham's the father of all 3 Abrahamic religions, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Islam, the father of Islam, like, so Christians get Isaac, Islam gets, I can't remember his name. But, like, if they trace their lineage, they trace their lineage to the guy. This kid. But anyway, yeah, it's Isaac had Jacob and Esau, and Esau was Harry, and Jacob was me. Not Harry. And not Harry kid was Isaac's favorite. But Esau was just Ishmael, yeah. So like Ishmael and Isaac were Abraham's 2 kids.
Yeah. And his favorite was the one by his wife.
Yeah, because it was his wife.
Yeah. Okay. By his first wife when she was 90.
Yeah, but how old was fucking Noah when he died? He was like 900. So like, yeah, you trust it? Okay.
Dude, I don't know. I wasn't there, and I don't know if there was a misprint
reading,
or...
like, I have, faith and everything. I'm not, a good Christian, but I like to read the Bible and think, I believe in God. But I like to read the Bible as somebody who reads it as like as if it were like a Harry Potter, as if it were lore instead of like history of my religion or something. Like I like
it's like the extended universe.
I like to take I like to take a second and go and read it as if it was just a book. I'm like, this is whack. Dude. It's so fucking weird.
There's a lot of weirdness.
It's a good sci-fi story.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a good sci-fi fantasy. That's why every sci-fi fantasy is based off of that.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is. Star Wars is based off it.
Yeah, it is.
Literally.
That was like the immediate one that came to mind.
That's the biggest problem with Star Wars is they can't get away from their fucking Jesus thing.
Allegories,
yeah. They can't. They did it enough with
That it's now it's become a staple.
and they can't stop it. They're like, we gotta keep doing this. It's what works. And it's like, yeah, it worked at one time, and all these new movies kind of suck.
Yeah. I mean, it was a cool echo.
That echo
little
scene
bit.
sucks. What are you talking about? The one where she's snapping
What are you talking about?
in the second reboot series? Or she's in the Hall of Mirrors or some shit, and she's like snapping her fingers and shit. It's like the worst part. I can't watch that movie. It kills me.
It makes me sad. It's like they forget they have force powers.
You know, I'd really like Rogue One, which was there's like a prequel sequel. Like
Yeah.
it's
That
like,
was where they got the plans.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I like that movie. It had no lightsabers except for Darth Vader at the end. Don't you know it ruined it? I told you this morning. It's Forrest Whitaker's fucked up eye.
Doesn't he have a brother?
What?
Wait.
Forrest Whitaker plays Saw Gerrera, who is a cool character. And I like Forrest Whitaker on most things. Man, he's always got to have a weird thing. Like in Taken, he's always playing with this rubber band. I fucking hate when side characters in movies have a weird thing that they do.
You know what's really fucked up?
What?
Forrest Whitaker has another brother, and I always think that it's Forrest Whitaker with his eye fixed.
What? Let me see that. Oh, shit.
So Forrest Whitaker's acting was so good that he beat out Ken Whitaker, who looks almost the same.
He looks like if Forrest Whitaker and Beyonce's husband had a baby, and he aged 50 years.
Yeah, look at that.
What's Beyonce's husband's name? Dr. Dre?
Yeah, probably.
No. It's fuck the police. No, that's no.
That's Ice.
That's Ice Cube. What's his name?
Sing a song by him.
I don't know any. I got 99 problems, but your freaking fish ain't one.
Hit me. I think it is Dre.
No.
It's not Dre?
No, it's not Kanye, but he wants to be.
What? Excuse me?
What's his name? I'm just gonna look up Beyonce. I'm sorry. Like, I should fucking know this shit. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Look up Forrest Whitaker, Ken Whitaker, and Jay-Z. I think they're the same person. I think he's just a method actor. He's just gaslighting us. No, one thing I hate about movies is when like there's a character who's not the main character who has a funky thing that he does. And I can never think of an example except for Forrest Whitaker. Like, the way that Forrest Whitaker does shit is really annoying because he never plays a main character. But every time he's in a movie, he's got something that he does, and it isn't his eye.
This looks nothing like him.
In my brain, they do. And also, Jay-Z always wears sunglasses, so you got to take his eyes out.
That is literally the defining characteristic of his face.
All his nose and his ears are. Maybe I'm racist.
He has such a slim face and never carries facial hair.
You're right. But I've never seen Jay-Z without sunglasses on.
But the Whitaker brothers,
yeah, they
even shave their face the same.
They must be twins. Can I get to what I was saying? Because I think you'll understand if I explain it.
Yeah, go for it.
So you know what I'm saying when a side character has a weird thing that he does?
A quirk?
Yeah, quirk. Not like My Hero. Fuck that show.
What's wrong with that show?
I hate that fucking... We can get into that next episode.
Okay.
Okay, so in the first Taken movie, Forrest Whitaker is a cop who's trying to get Brian, the Taken guy. Right? He's trying to get him because he did something.
What did he do?
He killed some people. Well, they think that he killed somebody.
He's a suspect.
Yeah, he's a suspect in something.
Okay.
Maybe it's the second one when his wife dies. Or maybe the third one. Either way, Forrest Whitaker's a cop, and he's constantly playing with this rubber band. Like he's, doing fucking cat's cradle with a rubber band. And it's to show that he's thinking about shit. I don't give a fuck. He's a cop, and he's not the character that we're focusing on. We're focusing on fucking Liam Neeson, his racist ass. Like, we're not focusing on...
What?
You never heard about the racist Liam Neeson thing?
No, never.
Somebody raped his
Qui-Gon?
sister or something, and he wanted to go beat up a black guy.
That doesn't make him like a different black guy who wasn't associated to the assault.
Yeah, he's like, I just was like, every black guy I saw, I just want to kick his ass. It was some weird shit. Like he wasn't trying to be racist. He was actually trying to admit that he did something racist. Like he was thinking something racist and he feels bad for it, but everybody gave him heat for it. He's like, yeah, man. Like, can you imagine like going like, yeah, I stole something one time. And everybody's like, you motherfucker, you stole something? He's like, I'm not stealing right now. I'm saying like I came to you. Like you didn't find out from security tapes I stole something. I'm like bringing it back. And I'm saying like, here, fucking give me shit for that thing I did. He's like, you fucking stealer. That's what they're doing. It's so fucked up because he's a good guy, but he also wets himself. Like he's a sad motherfucker. But anyway, Forrest Whitaker.
This is like Seagal levels of sad.
Yeah, no, like, but Forrest Whitaker, he always does that shit. He's never a fucking main character, but he's always got and I think that it's because he's not a good actor, so he's got to have something that makes him interesting.
I think that there's a strength in knowing that you're a support actor. I think there's a strength in acknowledging that. I don't think he has that. I don't think he has that strength. I think that he's always trying to, and his addition to something, because in Rogue One, he's got this stupid voice that completely takes me out of the movie. Like a really ridiculously high pitch.
You gotta do this thing, and he has this fucking obviously 2015 whatever like. Respirator. Right now, respirator, like it's just you go to your grandpa's house and go get his oxygen mask. Is that, and he just like puts it on and breathes out of it like it's an inhaler, and then he talks and he's like he's way too much for a fucking supporting character.
Okay.
Especially
so nobody told him that he wasn't the lead.
Yeah, except,
is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, and he's like that in every fucking movie he's in. That movie was perfect. Except for that dumbass and his weird eye.
That makes me think of Willem Dafoe's performance in, God.
Spider-Man?
No. I love that so much.
Boondock Saints?
Yeah, Boondock Saints. That makes me think of his...
Movies.
Just the first one.
I've never seen any of them.
But he has such a strange character. So his character is like... They call in a special detective to try to figure out what's going on with Boondock Saints with the two brothers that are seeking vengeance. Because that's pretty much what happens. It's two brothers that fight off a crime family. And I'm condensing this so you can have an opportunity to see it. And they call in a special agent to take the lead on the investigation.
To try and get him.
And that agent is Willem Dafoe. And he just like
too much
steals.
On him.
Yeah, he is dangerously close to taking the spotlight.
I think that's the problem with Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah, this is too much focus. It's a distraction.
You can't hire like somebody who takes himself super seriously as a side character, because a movie is. You got to look at it like an actual painting of a still image.
Yeah, you got to keep them in the center.
Yeah, the thing that you're focusing on is the main character. So like you got a painting of a vase with flowers in it. The thing that you're focusing on is those flowers. So Suicide Squad, for example, the actual Suicide Squad, those are those flowers. Everything in the background doesn't have the lighting on it, doesn't have all the in-depth characteristics, because you want to draw focus to those flowers.
And then there's just like a bear shitting on the chest.
Yeah, and then you have a very hyper-realistic image of a dick in the background. What do you want? And it's a wonky ass dick that looks like
it curls to the right a little bit.
You look at it and you're like, that's supposed to be a dick, but it looks like a fucking weird dick. Like that's Jared Leto Joker, because he's not a good Joker and he's not a good actor, penis. But he acts so aggressively. Like
that's a good
literally his physical, like his acting as an actor. Is so aggressive that it takes you away from everything else that's going on in the movie. That's why he's okay in, I can't remember what this new movie is, but it's got Denzel Washington's kid, I think, in it. No, it's got Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington's a cop, and he's trying to solve some fucking murder.
Washington doesn't age to such a high degree that he's his own son.
Well, I saw another movie with his son in it called Tenet, which is, but this movie, it's basically Zodiac, or it's basically Seven, the movie Seven, but now, and it's a different serial. Jared Leto's a serial killer. It works because Jared Leto's a fucking crazy actor, so put him on center stage as either the main supervillain or the main character.
Or just don't put him in your movie.
Or just, And preferably just don't put him in your movie because I don't like him, and he gives me the feeling like I need to clench my butthole when I see him. And with
This
that,
episode is going to have so many generous cuts. Like, there are going to be segments of this episode that are just, like, gone.
or we keep it all in.
No, fuck that. We're already 2 hours.
What?
Sorry, we're out 1 hour and 34 minutes.
I was gonna say, like 5 minutes ago, you said it was like 58 minutes.
Yeah, no.
We need to stop. Jake,
No, this is a
when
good
I stop,
No, don't listen to Russell. He's
we're just gonna
drunk.
keep going.
No, we're gonna morph this into one usable episode by getting rid of so much.
Yeah.
So much. Because a lot of, like, the spark didn't happen for the conversations until, like, recently.
Until we started talking about Star Wars. And that
Just
brings
about.
us to this week's Mando moment. So in episode 11, you mentioned Mando moment. That's never going out. No one knows what that is. And it's still in the episode. And I find that hilarious. Because in 20 years, when we're superstars, when we're wearing sunglasses inside, which I already do, people are going to go, whatever happened to that Mando moment? And we're going to
I'll be confused.
It's going to be the lost episode, like the lost episode of SpongeBob. And nobody's going to... You remember the last episode of SpongeBob?
I wasn't aware that it
Me
existed.
either. But it existed. It was a fake lost episode, but that's what the Mando moment is. We're going to release it, and everybody's going to go, wow, that was worse than it should have been if we didn't expect it to be good.
Yeah. Absolutely. But Jared Leto is a fantastic segue to our topic for this
Suicide?
episode. Yes.
Hating yourself so much that you have to inject yourself into everything and then start a rock band? And be somehow okay?
It's a good band. It's just the culty stuff that turns me away.
They have 2 good songs.
Closer to the edge.
Bury Me and The Kill are the only 2 songs. And I can't remember.
I'm not saying I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know them. Hey, do you know that...
It's good.
Oh, speaking of actors, Russell Crowe is in this new movie called Unhinged.
I've never heard of it.
I have never felt so on the edge of my seat than when I watched this fucking movie on my phone. Russell Crowe plays...
Can you send it to me later?
Oh, yeah. It's on Amazon
Okay.
Prime. So you have... I think I gave you my shit
Yeah,
for
you
that.
did.
It's
Definitely.
so good.
I still need to watch Invincible.
You still need to watch Invincible?
I watched
Fucking
Red Sun.
Belko Experiment?
I
never
did
even
watch
told you
Belko Experiment.
What'd you think?
It was a crappy situation. I felt like in my fringiest, like, far-reachingest mind moment, I would have thought to cut out the tracker, and I would have been in the same spot. And that was going to be my saving grace. Because when I watch movies, I try to predict what's going to happen. And I saw the thing explode, and I immediately knew it wasn't a sniper. I was like, that's the tracker they were talking about.
I don't remember what you're talking about. But
So in Belko Experiment, their employers put trackers in them because of kidnapping.
And their heads explode.
And their heads blow up.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the tracker. Like, I already knew that was the tracker. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to grab glass. I'm going to like break a mirror in the bathroom and just cut it out. And they answered that. And it made me upset.
Yeah. I like that.
It's a good movie, though.
It's not like it's not fucking a grade A fucking movie. I think it's just a good...
It's just a good weekend movie.
It's
you
like
watch these.
it's a Captain America: The First Avenger. It's like
Don't.
comparatively to the rest of the Marvel movies. If you're comparing Belko Experiment to the rest of the fucking,
Yeah.
it's a good movie to watch. But yeah, I think we hyped it up for you a little too much. I enjoyed the
it.
concept of it more than the movie itself.
No, I enjoyed the execution and the concept of
What
it.
I wish they would have done is just hired everybody that was in The Office.
Michael Scott.
Yeah.
That'd be an amazing skit. I would love for like SNL to pick that up and merge the two.
Because they
That'd be
had
amazing.
the asshole doctor from Scrubs in that movie.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
But then
they
everybody
also,
else really in that movie is not known, really, isn't it?
There's the guy who played the guy that his arm chopped off in the zombie movie. Or not movie, fucking Walking Dead. One of the Dixon brothers.
Oh, yeah. Merle's in there.
Yep. And, you know, his acting job wasn't bad at all. Actually, I was expecting like the way that they put him in it was incredibly satisfying, and I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I like
that movie in a long time.
when it happened, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. He's a good actor, though. I like him.
He's a lot better than I would have ever given him credit for, than I would ever even expected.
Walking Dead's never a spotlight that you want to judge any actor on because that show is
not
trash.
Fair. I enjoy it.
Shut the fuck up.
A lot.
I hate that show.
I'm going to mute your microphone because I have the power.
I hate that show. Have you seen Army of the Dead? The trailer for that?
Is that the Nazi snow one?
What? No, it's the sequel maybe to the Dawn of the Dead remake.
No.
It's got fucking Dave Bautista, Selma Hayek, I think, or some shit.
Isn't Dave Bautista
the wrestler?
The guy who played in
Galaxy of the Guardians or something?
Guardians. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Drax, the
Drax.
Destroyer.
He's in it as a main character.
Drax the Mutilator.
But like, I don't know if I've never seen the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Drax the Consumer.
This is Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder, so it's probably gonna suck. But it's, it looks interesting.
I am a big fan of zombie movies, especially if they're shitty.
Yeah, I only like zombie movies when they're shitty, not when they're trying to be good. Like, Dawn of the Dead is funny. The original Dawn of the Dead. That's one of the most hilarious motherfucking movies I've ever seen. I love that movie. I watched one. There's one scene where this guy falls. They're running through a graveyard. He trips and he falls and he hits his head on a gravestone and dies.
Yeah,
hilarious. How fucking hilarious. Me and my friend that I grew up with, we'd put that VHS in and we'd just watch that scene, reverse, and watch that scene, and we'd fucking die for hours. We just watch that over and over again. And it's so funny.
It's good. There's something satisfying about those. But I guess circling back to the original part of the conversation, I watched that. I thought it was really good. That being the fucking Belko experiment. Thought that was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I'd watch it again if I was trying to introduce someone into it. I would sit through it with them and just kind of watch, especially for their reaction in a couple spots. Red Sun, the DC animated, after the 52, I guess, is the way you explained it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they had sprinted to the end, and I had realized after that it was only the middle of the movie, and so then I had a sense of relief. So the way that they had paced the film was a little weird to me.
Yeah, I get that sometimes. I haven't seen that movie, but I can tell you right now I probably wouldn't like it. I'm not really into DC animated stuff anymore.
But I was not disappointed. And there was even like a couple scenes that like were kind of like wrenching at your heart a little bit, and you're like, "Oh God, no."
That Unhinged movie
so that was
will
good.
Fuck with you. One
Unhinged.
It's
and who was the actor? Russell
Crowe.
Okay.
And then who plays a bad guy. And then he's really the only big actor in that movie. And
I still need to watch Invincible.
Yeah,
if you
that's
can,
a good show.
If you can, you've seen it?
Yeah, I'm current on it. It's fucking insane.
If you can send those two to me, that'll remind me to actually
get in on them.
Yeah. But if you don't do that, I'll forget what it was in the actors, so I just won't watch it.
Yeah, Unhinged, it will make you stop flipping people off in traffic. You'll go, I shouldn't.
There are consequences to
he's gonna kill
these
my
actions.
family or something. Like it really, like, I thought I was gonna break my new phone just squeezing it because I was like, oh my god, like, it's so tense. The whole movie's so fucking tense.
I mean, if you do get to the point where you snap and you take the course of physical violence, do you stop halfway or do you just ride the wave that you've already created?
Right. Well, that's what this movie is.
I was assuming so.
Yeah, he's already done what he set out to do right at the beginning of the movie.
So,
and then he gets pissed off about something else.
So yeah,
his life is like the bad guy. His life, it starts out him doing a horrible act. His actor, like, it's a whole nother movie. Like, it starts out at the end of a slasher film where he wins, and then he's in traffic and somebody flips him off or something. and then the movie ramps up, and it's so fucking tense. Like, I can't even, like, I don't know. Like, it's that and The Ritual now are my two favorite rated R scary movies.
Yeah, I ended up watching The Ritual as well.
Good movie.
I've been doing a pretty bang up job when it comes to actually watching recommended movies.
Yeah,
as
I've
of
been
late,
doing a pretty bang up job of being lazy and sitting on my couch and watching movies.
dude, my life gets so engulfed in bullshit.
I know.
So engulfed. Like, I literally had to watch a YouTube video today on how to fix my parents' soundbar. Because, like, the heartbreak that I experienced when I saw the sadness in their eyes when I told them there's a chance I couldn't fix it, I was like, it's like financially they weren't in a good spot beforehand. And then me having to tell them they might have to buy a new soundbar, and them realizing like what that meant, like made me a little sad. And I was like, oh fuck.
You should buy them a soundbar with podcast money. Subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/chillprisonpodcast.
You're not even close enough to the mic for that to hit.
Patreon.com/chillprisonpodcast.
Trill.
Throwback.
But yeah, so stuff like that happens. My mom has an Avalanche that she lets me borrow. Like in any time that my car's down. Yeah, to haul stuff anytime my car breaks down.
So to haul a box of stuff.
Yeah, I mean for anything.
Not
realistically.
for anything. You can't put a couch in there. Just
That's an absolute lie.
A box of things.
First of all, I'm in a band. I know how to pack shit into tight spots.
I have to make fun of the Avalanche because my father-in-law bought a brand new Avalanche, and
Why?
I can't let it
Why
go.
would you buy a brand new anything?
It wasn't brand new. It was probably like 2016 or something like that.
Okay, good.
But he bought it like one owner down or something.
Okay.
He hadn't bought a vehicle for himself since he bought his truck brand new, and it was like 2000, and he ran that thing to the ground. It's a 15. It's a Chevy Silverado 1500 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that thing looks like a 2500 because of how fucked up the suspension is in the back. It sits like this.
Oh god, the rake is just insane.
Yeah. So like he still has it. It's paid off and everything, and he still uses it. But I mean, he needed something.
Yeah.
But he went ahead and bought an Avalanche, and so I have to give him shit for it because it's like, what are you gonna put in there? Some fucking toys or something? Like, what are you gonna do? Put a Lego set in the back? That's all you can fit back there?
No, it just like my identity to my family has almost become exclusively the fixer.
So you kill people for them.
Yeah, exactly that.
I'm the cleaner. I'm the cleaner. I don't fix shit. I just clean it up after it's done.
Yeah, I mean, so that's why our dynamic works so well.
Tie up some loose ends.
But the Avalanche that she lends me on her, I mean, anytime I need it, she just like tosses me the keys, no questions asked. Both of the rear brakes started leaking brake fluid. So that means that the pedal was almost in the floor the last time someone had driven it because fluid was leaving the brake system. So I didn't even ask any questions. I just ordered an entire rear set of brakes, and they showed up today. Then the washing machine at our house, because I wash my clothes literally in their house, that went out because there was a burning electrical smell. So then I bought that because I couldn't just fix it. I just don't have the time to actually go fix it. And then the sound bar went out, and I was like, what the fuck? And then my motorcycle's rear wheel, I was getting ready to go drive that around, and the chain got like sloppy as shit in one spot and then it was tight in the other. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? I'm literally just chasing repairs right now in my own personal life.
So what you're saying is this is taking away from your
ability to watch shit.
Okay,
yeah.
So you do what I do. Now, I will say I'm blessed because I do a Sunday night shift. I do an 8-hour movie watch session where I fold laundry and watch movies and get paid to do so. But also, anytime I'm doing anything else at home, if me and my wife aren't, like, anytime I'm doing chores, I'm also watching something. You have a MacBook it's yours, and you can do whatever you want on it.
It's true.
Put it on top of the washing machine. Or are you in a way when you watch movies that you have to be looking at the screen?
If somebody recommends a film to me, if I recommend a movie to somebody else and they have somebody else in the house talking to them while they're watching the movie, I would get upset at that.
Okay.
You know, and if I take the time to recommend something, and it's because I like it a lot, and I would prefer that you gave it your full attention.
Okay.
And caught subtle attention. So I pay that same respect to recommendations that are given to me.
Okay.
So when I sit down to watch a movie that was recommended, I sit down to watch the movie.
I think that our attention, like the way, well, obviously the way that our attention in our bodies work is different.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think the way we watch movies is different. I can't sit down on the couch and watch something. I'll be on my phone playing solitaire. My hands gotta be doing something. I can't just sit there. And my wife gets super mad. She's like, Are you even watching it? I'm like, yeah, and I have to go back. Like, I retrace the last 5 minutes and whatever we're watching so she knows that I'm paying attention. But I can't sit. If I try and sit down and watch something, I end up turning it off because I want to go do something else. So that's why pretty much everything, all the media that I consume is through my phone.
And that's why you spend $1,200 on a fucking phone.
Yeah, because, and if that's where all of my money's going on electronics, it's not that much. I haven't bought something new other than my phone in electronics 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
New thing
you would
I
probably
bought,
still be driving your shit truck.
Yeah.
Right now, if it were operable.
Yeah.
If it weren't cost prohibitive.
Before my phone, the last new electronic that I bought was my wife's monitor. Yeah, $75. So if all of my media consumption is through my phone, which it is, I'm gonna spend the money on that, and I watch that as I'm doing dishes, and that's why I have my wife's expensive headphones that she got that came with her MacBook that her parents bought. Is I use those or my AirPods because they're wireless. I don't worry about getting tangled up. Like, that's the things I prepare for so that I don't have to go out and buy a fucking built-in surround sound. Like, my brother, his living room surround sound goes all the way into his bathroom in his bedroom.
That's impressive.
He bought the house like that, and it's not like he put it there. But, like, some people got to do that so that they can go take a piss when they're watching a movie. I don't have to do that because I can carry my phone with me. But that's how I consume media. So, and that's the only way I can pay attention is if I'm doing something else. Like, I can't give something my full attention, period. And if I try to just give it my attention, I will not give it any attention. I have to do something with my hands. I think what happened is when I was born, they cut my skull open, and they took like a little tiny razor blade and they cut the connections between the left half of my brain and the right half of my brain. So both halves have to be doing something physically for me to actually function as a human. Like, I get restless leg in one half of my brain if I'm just doing one thing.
Oh my god, that sounds like such a shit curse.
It is. It really is. Because I already have like a really bad restless leg where I fucking, if I'm in a car, if I let my brain think about my legs, I go insane. Like, have you ever thought about being trapped in a suitcase?
Yeah, that bugs the crap out of me. That gives me such anxiety just thinking about it.
That is how I feel 9 times out of 10 when I'm in a car and not driving.
Imagine if you had to like put your phone away too.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, my wife gets mad when I'm on the phone and when she's driving.
Because she wants like another pair of eyes or something?
Yeah, well, she just wants to know that I exist in the same fucking space she does mentally. Like, I'll be not paying attention to her at all because I'll get engrossed in whatever I'm doing on the phone, and then I'll stop paying attention to her. The reason that I'm on the phone to begin with is so that I'm not going, because I do that. I had to tell her, we went to Dallas this weekend. I had to tell her, I'm like, if I'm not driving, I'm just letting you know I'm going to have my headphones on. Because I was like, I feel like I know in the state that, like, in my physical state right now, the way I feel right now, I know that I'm going to have a panic attack. Like, I'm going to start getting real crazy and twitchy. What I tell her is my legs are going to do the thing. That's what I say, and she knows what I mean.
Yeah.
And she knows. She's like, okay. She's like, as long as you don't fucking twitch when I'm next to you, because she hates that shit. Because then I start twitching, and then she starts getting a panic attack because she's getting aggravated with me, and then fucking everybody's going crazy. So if I can just put my earbuds in and just chill, it fixes a lot of problems.
I mean, that's the strength of I think a marriage. is communication and knowing your weaknesses enough to be able to accommodate for them. In a situation like that, I don't even know if therapy is going to help. If you already have a coping mechanism, then you have your out.
I just need an injectable muscle relaxer.
No.
Well, I do have a muscle relaxer.
It's called the tranquilizer.
I do have a muscle relaxer that I take when I have a flare up in my TMJ muscle, because they have a thing in my jaw. I suck too much dick and my jaw gets sore. But no, like I have a tense jaw or something because I grind my teeth. But I have a muscle relaxer I take occasionally that helps with my restless leg. Like obviously I can't drive.
Like as a byproduct of.
Well, I mean, it keeps me from fucking twitching because it's like my legs don't feel like twitching; they're too tired now. I mean, it's basically a tranquilizer. Yeah. You can't drive or operate heavy machinery when you take that shit.
I get that, but if you're going to sleep anyway, then it's not the big of a deal. So yeah, when someone recommends a movie, I give it the same. Like it's a sacred thing. If you are one of the few people in my circle that I will actually watch your film recommendations on, take it seriously, because I do.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty proud because most of the time when somebody recommends something very earnestly, I want to say there's an 80% chance I won't watch it.
Yeah.
But as of late, I've actually been able to make it through the list. I've actually been able to recall the things that have been sent to me.
Is that just because you have an idiot taking the workload off you at your day-to-day job?
It may have something to do with it, actually.
You just got another moron to kind of offload some of the bullshit you do so your brain space is open a little bit?
Yeah.
Give him a name. What's his name? Is it
Fetus?
Russell T. Dickerson?
It's little baby fetus.
Cletus?
No, that's been helpful. It's allowed me to focus solely on some of the conceptual stuff for the department. So that's good. But
I came home today and I played with my dogs.
What does that mean?
5 minutes. And I was like, that was a lot of energy that I just had that I haven't had in the past 2 years. Dude,
how are you handling the promotion?
It's nice.
It's different, yeah.
I haven't come home and been like, today was the first day where I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. And it wasn't because I was tired, it was just really because I wanted to finish what I was listening to and I didn't want to bother my wife. Yeah. So I'm listening to a book right now, so I was like, I just want to keep listening to it. I'm gonna go lay down. And then I ended up falling asleep. But beforehand, especially if my wife wasn't home, I'd come in, take my dogs out, go to bed. I'll bring them in, and then I go to bed. I take like a 2-hour nap. I wake up. I feed my dogs, take them for a walk, and then go to bed for the night. That's normally how my night works, or that's how it used to have been. But now I fall asleep on the couch because I'm like, I have this. Within the past 2 weeks, 50% of my nighttime sleep has been on the couch. I'll wake up at 2 a.m. and I'll be like, oh shit. And then I'll go to bed. Because I just don't feel like I need to go to bed, so I'd never even make it to bed. Because I'm like, I got energy. I'm just working, playing, having fun, watching whatever. And then I wake up on the couch at 2 a.m. I'm like, when did I fall asleep?
I mean, I would definitely caution you to pick up another physical activity on because that's where I picked up a lot of my weight. But honestly, I think you're handling the new responsibilities pretty fucking well.
Well, it's just nice to not have to stand up all the time.
Oh, that's going to change.
No, I already told you my plan for that standing desk. Lop it off at the knees.
That's such a weird thing. I don't know why our department literally has some of the privileges of a team lead without actually giving people team lead authority.
I think what I'm going to do with that, because what's happening is I'm going to get a standing desk.
Yeah.
We have concrete floors.
And the supervisor, ladies and gentlemen, when I say a team lead desk, that's the supervisor position for all of our entire operation.
Damn it, I missed the fart.
Yeah, you did.
I'll get another one.
And when you join our team of 2 or 4, depending on who is listening, you get some privileges that are afforded to supervisor.
Yeah. And so I'm going to get a desk because I got computer work that I got to do. But it's going to be a standing desk.
Right.
I'm going to bolt that shit to the floor, and it's going to be close enough to a wall that I can wall sit with my knees up against the desk.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
I don't know how you're going to bolt it, but...
Or... I'm going to figure something out, but I think I'm going to use the wall as a chair with my feet inside that compartment.
I think what you can do is you can park the cart so far back that you're putting your back against the dispatch office, and you just push the desk literally up against the cart.
I could sit on the bed of the cart.
I mean, bullshit. Bleep that.
Jacob.
Jake, fix it. 3 hours in. You think he'll still be listening? I hope he catches this.
I'll catch it. I listen to all of them.
The Supreme Overlord will see it, and he will
Lord
stop
Vader.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that bugs me.
He will stop it.
That bugs me.
It's the position you're put in. I'm not saying it's fair. It's not right.
It is what it is, but I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I'll install a hidden seat that folds down from that wall.
What is that chair thing? I know Jacksepticeye had it for a while, but it's like a sitting chair that was on some like fundable.
Oh, like you strap it to your legs or whatever, and as you bend down like you're sitting, it opens up like a chair.
Yeah, it looks like the Attack on Titan harness.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Except you just like literally squat.
I'm thinking about one of them dangerous beds that fold up into the wall.
What are those called? Murphy bed.
Hide-a-bed.
Murphy bed.
Fucking who's Murphy? Because Murphy's Law, it goes wrong.
He got it figured out.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a hide-a-chair, but it's gonna be so well disguised, nobody's gonna know it's there but me.
Just literally recess it into the bit of wood and just like have it painted and then. Just
I was talking about the concrete wall. I'm gonna need a big saw. I'll figure something out. There's no way I'm standing. I can't function and stand, or I can't work like that and stand. It just doesn't.
Oh man,
it's not. Yes, it's because I'm lazy, but it's not just because I'm lazy.
It's just a physical task.
My legs are so fucking dead. Like I think I need to go to the doctor and see if I have like dead leg or something.
No, I sincerely think that all of the people on our department need to just do more physical activity.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think every single one of the members of our department just need to regularly engage in physical activity. And not for the same reasons.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, I can't work and stand. It sucks. Even when I was working on the thing that you have to stand on, I was sitting.
You just found a way?
I found a way, yeah. I lean up as much as I can. Like, I almost crevice myself in between the guard bars.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, my butt's just enough. There's just enough relief on my knees where it feels like I'm sitting. Where if there wasn't a pressure plate, I could have my legs elevated by about a centimeter off the platform.
And then that'd be perfect. Like you're just shy of
there was a time, you know, the buckets of stuff that we pour on spills?
Yeah.
If I'm cleaning stuff on the rack, that bucket's heavy enough to leave that pressure plate. And yeah, it becomes the footrest.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's so nice.
You shyster. I can't say much. When I was in that position, there were things that I did that that got me dangerously close to sitting.
Oh, Darth Vader caught me climbing on the rack one time.
What?
Yeah.
How were you not fired?
Because it was a Saturday.
Oh boy.
It was funny because it was in the
what did he
stack.
say though?
He's like, we don't climb on the rack, and then he walked away. It was just me. Yeah, it was just me and Quack.
Okay.
And we were going up. We were fixing something, and I just all I needed to do was get up to the second level and unplug something. So I just put my foot up on one guy, like just the
second
bar,
tier,
the first tier, just so I could get like a. You do it every day to unplug from the second row.
Right.
But he just happened to be walking in. He's like, hey! That was it. I've literally harnessed myself, gotten a fucking tether, and tethered myself inside a slot on the third row just to clean stuff with the permission of Quack.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get
Was
caught.
that stopped?
No, I didn't get caught.
It's not a caught thing because you were literally complying with regulation.
Except I was on the area where you're not supposed to climb, period.
I've been up there
Oh, okay.
at his request.
Well, I was tethered off. I was good, but I
You
really
know
wanted to jump.
Who you are? You're me when I was 19.
That's true.
I did all of this stuff.
But did you get caught dancing while he was giving a manager tour?
That's the single sole deviation.
The fact that that's the only thing that I've actually physically gotten in trouble for was I was moonwalking for
Wait,
half
was
a
paperwork involved?
No, but I got a stern talking to.
Okay.
Like I got a stern. He was pissed. Like every time I've been written up for being late, he's never been mad.
Yeah.
Like he's completely understood. Like this is why you were late, but I have to do this. He was pissed because he walked in giving a manager a tour as I was moonwalking, but also being productive. We were cleaning and I was moonwalking with a squeegee. He was pissed. I was like, what do you want me to do? What is this, fucking Footloose? Are you Sheriff of Nottingham? Yeah, fun sucker. Oh, I was so mad that that's what it was. The first day I got there, I called Baldy McBearderson a fucking bad name that I can't even say.
Do we just cut all that out?
No, like, I mean, you know who I'm talking about. Fucking two gnomes stacked on top of each other trying to
Yeah.
get a rated R movie.
Yeah.
I fucking call him a cocksucker motherfucking. Like,
How did you know immediately?
because he started calling me Brokeback right away.
Wow.
Yeah, it was first day that I was in shop. My nickname was Brokeback. So I went up to him. I was like, "What are you, gay?" Well, because he did something like I don't have anything against gay people, but I do have something against somebody who's not in touch with their masculinity, and
To the degree where they have to insult others.
Yeah, and so what I did, because he was like, he made some noise, like he was like, "Hey," broke back, like he was clearing his throat or something. I was like, "Is that the sound you make when you suck your boyfriend's dick?" On my first day. And I don't get in trouble for that, but I moonwalk for half a second. And I get a stern talking to.
Wait, and you were within earshot of Lord Vader?
No. But everybody else in the shop could hear it.
Okay.
And I was telling it to a team leader. Like, it wasn't like... But, yeah, like, I mean, that's the type of shit that I have always done and gotten away with, but I fucking moonwalk. Like, you remember the joke when fucking Darth Sidious walked by?
No. And I'm thinking...
Oh, no, I was with Quack.
Okay.
No, I was with you. I said something. We were walking out of that section where both of their offices are. We were leaving the area after we were doing inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And I had said something, and we were laughing, and fucking Darth Sidious walks by. He's like, "What's so funny?" And we were like,
I'm so awkward in front of both of them anyway.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. So many of their jokes, they make such earnest attempts to try to reach out to me and like take me under their wings. And I just deadpan, just don't understand them. Or I just don't think that they're funny. And I would be doing them a disservice by laughing at their jokes.
Damn it.
Bleep that.
Bleep that. Darth Vader
Yeah.
told me a joke one time.
And he just won't repeat it to anyone else.
And it's a clean joke.
What?
He just, every time he goes, ask Russ to tell you the dead ringer joke. I'm like, no, I'm not the one to tell it. He told it so well. It's the only joke that I think he's ever told in his life that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And now he wants me to tell it because I laughed so hard at it. It was so, like, I was so proud of him. Like a father's proud of his son for learning to ride a two-wheeled bicycle.
Yeah.
Like, it was, when he told me that joke, and it's a fucking long joke, too. It takes like 3 or 4 minutes to tell. And it's hilarious, especially the way he tells it because he gets so involved. And he won't fucking tell it anymore. It makes me so mad because it's hilarious.
I think he's trying to pass that torch, I guess.
I'm not, no. I want to blow out the
Pick it
Olympic
up.
torch.
Pick it up.
I'll pick it up and put it down.
Just immediately. But no, I used to be the guy that was climbing on everything. I was the guy who just ran around and did everything. I would pester team leads for more work to do because I refused to be bored at the workplace.
Yeah, me too. That's why I just follow people around and do what they're doing for the longest time until I was put in prison. I told Darth Vader yesterday. I told him, I was like, I kind of feel like I'm a free man. Like I'm Morgan Freeman, or what is it? I feel like Andy right at the end of Shawshank. It's like, I was okay, but I did something naughty, and so you put me over in that building for a few months, and I served my sentence, and I feel like I'm a free man, and I'm just learning how to live in society again. No, that's what I said. I feel like Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah, when he has to be sober.
Yeah, well, I was fucking around for so long, and then I went to prison. And then he went to prison, and now he's like a motivational speaker. He turned over a new leaf. He's doing the same type of shit, but he's not doing the wrong parts of it, right?
Right.
I feel like I'm that guy. Like, I went to prison, and he didn't even say, no, it's not prison. He went, it's not bad. I don't know who Jordan Belfort is, but that makes sense. I was like, Jesus Christ.
He takes off the kid gloves so abruptly sometimes. It's weird.
Oh, man. Because, like, yeah, he's fucking, nobody understands what we're talking about, so.
That's true.
Jared Leto and Forrest Whitaker's gross eye. You're rich. Get a surgery.
How are you going to know it's not his brother if he has the surgery?
Get a name tag.
Just be a better actor than your brother and use that as the drive to actually be.
He's already more successful than his brother. I've never seen not wonky eye.
That's not true. That's not true. You just can't tell that it's the other one.
I don't know if I've ever seen Keith in a movie. Trust me, I know when I see Forrest. Got that dumbass Fetty Wap eye. Ken, Keith, fucking Kenny Carter.
No. They're dangerously close to being the same person. Their acting chops are on similar levels. One of them I don't think, gets cast more than the other. One of them has a more famous name, but I think that's just attributed to his eye.
I gotta find out what movies have I seen that his brother's in. Life, Most Wanted, Bulworth, The Theory of Leisure Class, Last Days. I've never heard of any of those movies that I just named. What are you fucking saying? And that's all that he's in.
My argument may have just crumbled in front of me.
Yeah, that's all he is. Fucking Forrest Whitaker is a better, more successful actor, you dumbass.
I have no foot to stand on. Like, as you were naming those movies, I was so confident. Over here. I was so confident. I was so confident that you were going to start naming off like some A-list movies that I definitely had seen, and I did not recognize a single one of them.
He's in Training Day. He's in fucking Terminator. He's the fucking Avatar in Avatar. No, he's never been in a movie that anybody's seen.
That is wonderful. Okay, well, shit.
Maybe that's why he doesn't get his eye fixed, because he knows if he fixes it, he's not going to be in the other movies. He's like, oh no, that's his brother.
No, that's the other brother.
That's the one we don't like. We like the weird eye guy. Hey, Woods, or whatever your name is. What's your name? Jungle? Oh, actually, God. It's Forrest. Well, that's a dumb name, but I like that eye.
Keep it. You're going to go far, kid. He's like, I've had an established career in the industry for generations.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is wonderful. I love that. I like that I can just be wrong, and it's just
funny.
You're
so fucking wrong. You were on that hill stabbing yourself.
I was so ready. I was ready to die. But that's this podcast.
And thank you for listening for the last 3 hours.
Jake, you have your work cut out for you. I apologize.
Hey, we've been good boys since episode 11, and now it's your time to shine again.
Absolute shit show. Love you.